wrapped up in my sleeping bag, looking out the window at Aaron's house as the sun is beginning to creep over the horizon. The trees are silhouetted black against the emerging blue sky with the fading stars up in the sky. And I think to myself how much I hate Aaron because he's got it fucking made with this fantastic house of his, this nice little piece of property tucked away out in the backwoods of South Dakota. God, I fucking hate him. I hope he dies. I hope he dies of syphilis. Piece of shit.
I have to change the title. Possibly filing for bankruptcy. There's rumors, so I'll change that. Just want to be accurate. Hooters could be the next big chain to file for bankruptcy. Pikachu face. I wonder why. Is 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 everyone in corporate America dumber than fuck right now? When your average common man on the street can run your companies better than you, and I mean like Electronic Arts, Microsoft, every one of you, do you have to take stupid pills? Here we go, Scooby Doo mystery time. It seems that another major chain might be ready to bite the dust. Bloomberg reported today that Hooters, the country's most favorite restaurant, is in talks with law firm Ropes and Gray to prepare a bankruptcy filing, according to sources close to the situation. Neither Hooters nor the law firm responded to the publication. In September of 2024, Bloomberg also reported that the chain was facing $300 million in debt and falling revenue. In the summer of 2024, Hooters closed dozens of stores nationwide. As the company told Nation's Restaurant News at the time, those stores were underperforming, pointing to the launch of a Hooters frozen food line in June. Oh, God, this is like you brew pubs. Oh, we are having live music and trivia. Did I tell you we're going to have some food trucks? Of frozen food. Just tell me your company's in trouble without telling me your company's in trouble. Can it end? Can the insanity just say, yeah, times have changed. There's not enough hot, attractive women to hire. What attractive women do exist are coming at such a premium, and they're even more valued by society. They're not functional in terms of showing up on time and responsible because they're just bailed out all the time. Zoomer boys can't afford our burgers. Our food went to shit. Inflate. It's no longer tenable to keep this company open. Can't you just say that? Company's expansion into new markets. Hooters added that this brand of 41 years remains highly resilient and relevant. Stop lying. Knock it off. Hooters will follow Red Lobster and TGI Fridays in filing for bankruptcy and closing locations in America's major chains face shifting diner preferences and spending behavior. However, given the rise of chains like Bikini Beans, Tilted Kilt, and Twin Peaks, the later of which is growing rapidly and now estimated to have an equity value of $1.2 billion. It doesn't seem like Americans have lost the interest. I looked into this, and most of those companies are also failing well. If Twin Peaks is doing well, then they must be doing something right. They may be, now this might be, sit down, everyone. It could be, if they're saying Twin Peaks is the one that's growing rapidly, it could be they are like Buc-ee's and that they know that their real asset is their employees and they pay handsomely and they only hire the best and they adequately train them. So you have an attractive woman, but she doesn't have a nose piercing. She doesn't have a bunch of tattoos. She's not a single mom of 6. She knows, like, this is how it works, sweetheart. You're paid for your tits. Sorry, no other way to do it. And we happen to sell food on the side. You show the fuck up on time. You stay the fuck in shape. You don't come in here reeking like cigarettes. And you can make a lot of money. If you can't show up on time, go the fuck home. There's OnlyFans. But if you don't like that, here's a way for you to pay your way through college, dear. It doesn't seem like Americans have lost interest in the concept of the restaurant itself, where the focus has never really been on the quality of food so much as the appearance of the people. Now, here I got an idea. Why not have both? I remember, I didn't go to Hooters a lot, but I've been there back in the day, and they had pretty good food, actually. And the women, the last time I was at it, the food was okay. The women, no. No. Look, guys, I don't know who needs to hear this at Hooters. You don't have to source all your women from the trailer parks of Florida. You could, there are 49 other states. You could, Canada might have some attractive women. I don't know. Look at their prime minister. Maybe he wants to go work at Hooters. He's a bitch. See what I did there, Justin? Oh. Focus never really happened on the quality of food as the appearance of the people serving it. As Vox. Oh, Vox, the intellectual and analytical powerhouse of Vox, speculated in 2018 some of Hooters' struggles may have simply do with the fact that the chain and its food feel outdated compared to its newer competitors. Hooters has attempted to go beyond its controversial image in the past. In 2017, it founded a fast casual offshoot called Hoots that serves similar food with a more family friendly, less skimpy approach. Yeah, how that your women are ugly. There. Did I do the 2-minute show on? Did I make Squawk Box a 2-minute show? Your women are ugly. Your food is shit. There we go. Good night. And that. Thank you, Aaron. Blunt analyst Aaron Clary in for his 2 minutes. What do we do with the 58 remaining minutes? I don't know. Get Maria Bartiromo in here. She's hot for 52 or whatever she is. Smaller neighborhoods, since Hoots locations would be smaller. It also seemed like a response to declining sales. The number of Hooters locations dropped by more than 7% between 2012 and 2016. How old is your data? Greg Morabito wrote for Eater in 2019 following the news of a planned Hoots expansion. With its more casual service style, pared down menu, and less aggressive branding, Hoots seemed geared to millennials who might not otherwise step foot inside Hooters. Hoots hasn't really taken off, however. The Hoots Wings location in Atlanta closed last summer, leaving only 3 locations across the country, according to Hoots websites. With Hooters potentially headed for the same fate, all those people who go to Hooters for the wings may just have to hit up a wing. The people don't go there for the food or the women anymore. You have a shack of ugly people there serving bad food. Did you hire McKinsey to tell you something else for $80,000 in consulting fees? What? One of the many other chicken chains popping up these days. There you go. Big time corporate management does $300 million, right? $300 million. It's one thing if the local, we're communists, we're going to open up an employee owned coffee store if that goes bankrupt. But you got investors to lend you $300 million. And there's not a brain among you with that kind of money being at stake to say, maybe you ought to get hotter women and make your food not shit. All right. Any super chill gets super chill. 5-4 dork, $5. Think Hooters will try to go back to their roots like Playboy. That was a point I was going to make. Thank you, 5N4K. They're going to have to. And they're going to have to. Maybe they got to scale way down, right? Only find the key. My buddy was telling me there's a Hooters across from the Daytona 500. Like, okay, that one is going to be profitable. You close them in places where people hate attractive women, like Minnesota or New York or any place where there's snow, right? And you go to where you get your key ones. You're like, get the hot chicks in there, the best ones. We're paying them a lot. We're going to make good food. That's your only shot. Playboy's doing the same thing now. Hey, yeah, we got to go and get hot women again without tattoos, no dudes on the cover. We have to get good writing, and it's not going to be leftist, Marxist, propagandist horse shit. Imagine that. Just like fat chicks and bad food, nobody likes leftist, propagandist horse shit. And will it work if they do? The only way is you're going to have to scale down, and this might come in through the restructure in the bankruptcy, if there is one. We're like, okay, we're going back to our we're going to identify the properties that have a shot at being profitable. They got to get rid of that nasty freaking orange, white, whatever stockings or leggings they wear. And you need to hire attractive women, and you need to hire pleasant women. And there needs to be, I don't know if you guys knew this, the women are your product, and you need to make sure they're adequately trained. Why do I have to say this? Why? We're making a lifestyle brand app. Oh, here's $1 billion in financing. Yeah, that's the only way. And slowly they rebuild it. So they're going to have to get, I don't know, skippier outfits or better outfits. The women are going to have to be trained to be friendly, show up on time. I mean, you may have to get foreigners in here because your Americans, your domestics are raised to be entitled. So you would have to go overseas. Really, if I was, I'd be like, okay, let's go to Russia. Let's go to Ukraine. Let's go to someplace where it's poor. Get some attractive women over here. Maybe Asia, where diversity matters, right? And we're like, okay, here's the deal, girls. You make a lot of money. You need to learn some English. Be friendly, be kind, be nice. Show up on time, and they'll be grateful to have the job. You're not going to get, Madison from Edina to show up on time. That'd be something I'd look into. What do I know? Cyberbully, $10. Friend in that industry said it's almost impossible to get thin, young, attractive women to work at such place. Right, exactly. And when they got right, and thin, attractive women could go on OnlyFans and probably make just as much money. I understand it. The show Fantasy in Vegas has the same problem. The girls are all kind of old, 30 plus. Yep. I'd be more simplifying the problem. American parents, the past 25, 30 years, have not raised reliable children. And I'm not saying that dad is going to be happy if his daughter shows up at Hooters, but dad didn't raise his daughter to show up anywhere on time, let alone do their job right. If you are an attractive woman and you are a responsible person, you can make millions of dollars and you don't have to strip on OnlyFans. You don't. You could make so much money just being a pretty woman who is reliable and doesn't have tattoo. I mean, like regular modeling, okay? Spambot, 2 Canadian. I doubt Hooters will ever recover. Yeah, I don't think it's not going to, unless they got a really generous restructuring but I'm not paid the big bucks. The last time, I don't think it was in Florida, surprise. And I walked past it because there was a cigar lounge down the road. And I looked, I'm like, oof. Because I ate, food was good, the women were not. And the women were, and it was not a bad property in Florida. And I'm like, how are you not finding any attractive women to staff this one? And then party, $5. I think a new person, welcome. Should also be nice to the customer. Yeah, it was party. Come on now, man. Been a while since I've been, but I like to imagine they are also not as nice as they used to be. If I'm going to spend for a good burger and a good shake, right? Let's say some good food, and you're going to be in a high rent district, I'm going to expect that burger, just that meal for me alone, without booze, is going to be about $30, right? And then you got to add a tip to pay the women, to pay the lease, to have the good food, to have the good chef. You're going to have to pay. And if I'm paying 35 plus tip for a burger, the girl damn well better be nice. People should be nice anyway. You should be professional, regardless of whether it's a greasy burger joint or fine dining. Your staff should be professional and nice. But if I'm there, I want the girl to be smiling and happy and, not ridiculous like Bennigan's or shenanigans at on Office Space. Like fake, just I want them just to be pleasant. That's it. Hi, how you doing? Like a smile. More importantly, when I walk in the door, I want someone like, how can we help you? Someone on that fucking spot. And then there's a pretty girl, right? And she's cutely dressed. That's it. It's not a hard formula. You just need the right people. And that's what Hooters should be looking to is go overseas, find some cute girls who are thankful for the job, who will show up on time because they weren't raised by boomer parents or more modernly Gen X parents. We're like, whatever you want. Have you thought about cutting off your junk? That's the cool Gen X parent thing to say now. Hey, kids. Cut Off Your Junk, a book on Gen X parenting. Monkey Man, 2 books. Hooters filing for bankruptcy. Oh no. Anyway, yeah, we can't have nice things. We just can't have nice things. All right, that's it. Questions, answers, Asshole Consulting. I got links to all my stuff below, books, courses, Incogni thing, my Amazon affiliate link. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.